Good morning. Good morning to everybody that's watching. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. I'm outside for my morning walk and it's bright and early. Beautiful. I don't hear many birds singing though, so that is a bit sad, but that's okay. But I just saw a quote recently, and this quote really, it's like I just saw it and it moved me. It moved me, right? Every day you are born again. Every day you are born again. I know a lot of people take a lot of things for granted. And one of those things I know in my life that I used to take for granted was just waking up. Waking up every day. I've woken up every day of my life. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful to be in this position that I am in. Being able to walk out in this beautiful, bright sun. Being able to witness nature happening around me. Being able to feel, have my senses to experience the life around me, right? Every day you are born again, right? Now, I just saw this quote, so I haven't had time to think about it. So now I'm just like, now I am going to talk about my thoughts. I think when you rest, you enter a different state of consciousness. And then as soon as you wake up, you're a new person, right? Because you're not the person who you were yesterday. That's how I interpret that. You're not the person who you are yesterday. You're a new person, born again. And so I think what that quote really does for me is it tells me that, you need to live every day. Like really live. Like, it's one thing to go through the motions of the day, right? But you need to live every day, right? Be alive every single day because you're a new person. You've woken up. I think a lot of people, myself included, right? Because I don't want to just attack anyone. I want to talk about my experience, right, as well. But I know in my own life, I would let the actions of yesterday or the actions of the past, weigh me down. Weigh me down a lot. Whether it be something embarrassing that I did or, an action that or whether I either hurt myself in some way or I, might have hurt someone else, emotionally. I would let those actions affect me, right? But, I think after seeing that quote, I need to realize that, every day you wake up, you're a new person. You should experience new things. Be alive every single day. Waking up with a new, fresh set of eyes, assuming you were able to rest well, right? Waking up with a fresh set of eyes, being able to experience the world in a different day, in a different light. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to be alive and to wake up every day. Being able to say, that I woke up and I get to experience this life again because I was born again. It's something a lot of people take for granted. I think another thing with that quote that I in my life as well is that you can find beauty every single time that you wake up. You can find beauty in the world around you. You can find beauty in the people that you surround yourself with, or new people, right? You can find, enjoyment in activities that you like, right? Because you woke up. You were born again, so you get to experience the human experience again. You get to experience it, right? And see the beauty all over again because you were born again. Every day you were born again. being able to experience life for the first time, right? And obviously, like as time goes on, you are growing up physically, but if you treat life as if every single day you experience life for the first time, you get to experience things that not a lot of people can, because a lot of people are in stagnant positions. They're in the same cycles. They experience the same things every day. And I can't say this for everyone, but I know a lot of people are not happy with that, or a lot of people live their lives with things that make them unhappy, and so every day they wake up, they are just unhappy. And I knew that to be true of myself. I would hold on to these chains, this baggage, right, that would affect me, that would really bring my mood down, or just affect the way that I was going about life, because I was holding on to these things because I was unhappy. But now I realize, as I'm letting go of stuff that hurt me, and I'm learning to not only forgive myself, but forgive the people who have done stuff to me, right? I realize I can experience beauty and experience the human life all over again every time I wake up, and choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. There's another quote, right, that is fresh off my memory, right? It's pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. I used to suffer, right? I used to choose to suffer because like I said, I would hold on to these things, pain from the past, these traumas, the abuse, whether it be abuse that I did to myself or abuse from other people like my parents. And, the shame and guilt that I've experienced, based off just different events that have happened in my past. I would hold on to all of this and I would suffer. Then I realized that was a choice. I chose to hold on to all those things. I chose to suffer. And so it wasn't until I started letting go, that I realized that pain is unavoidable. There will always be pain in the world. Always. Because I think that's just part of the human experience. Without pain, you can't really appreciate, the stuff you have. But you can choose how that pain defines you, or how you define that pain. You could choose to alchemize it, to make it something even greater than what it was. You could choose to learn from it, like I have. And you could choose to not exhibit that pain and bring it forth onto other people. Because, there's people talk about how the cycle, right? Or the cycle of pain, how pain is brought down from each generation onto the children, right? Grandparents were beat by their parents, and so as a result of that, they mistreat their kids, right? They mistreat their kids. They beat them, or they, emotionally, physically abuse them, right? And in turn, though, the parents who raise you are also mistreat you, or they try not to, but because of the pain that they experience, it just bleeds off into, and it forms in different ways. Like maybe they don't beat you, but they yell at you constantly because they don't know how to manage their emotions, because they were never taught how to manage their emotions. It's a cycle. But you could choose to break that cycle, to not let that pain define you in the way that it defined other people who might have hurt you. And it's hard. It's not an easy thing. You know, letting go, choosing to take accountability for your pain or for your actions. That's hard. That's why a lot of people don't do it. People rather just live in ignorance or live in comfort, right? Live in comfort and be like, oh, well, you know, this is just life. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. You can choose to not suffer. But you got to put in the work. And it's going to be a lot of work. It's a lifelong journey. You know, I'm realizing I don't think I'm ever going to fully heal, right? I don't think that's possible. Because just like life, you know, life has its ups and downs, right? You know, some days, you know, I'm all the way up, but then, you know, I might dip down a bit, but then I go back up. And it's gonna be like that forever, but that's okay, because that's part of the human experience. And every day I could be grateful, or I choose to be grateful that I woke up, that I get to experience the human life again. And I get to tell myself that I don't have to suffer. I don't have to choose to suffer. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off right here. I'm feeling really good today. And I know that this month, these next couple months, whoever's watching this as well, it's gonna bring a lot of good for everyone watching. It's gonna be a lot of change, but that's okay, because we like change. Change is good. But yeah, if you're seeing this, hold on. If you're seeing this, I love you. I hope you're having an amazing rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself and those around you, because no one else is gonna be able to take care of you except you. And always remember, pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Have a good one.